Welcome to My Atlanta Homegirl, where here we meet at the intersection of real estate and lifestyle. I am so excited to have you as together we'll discuss what it really means to feel at home. Welcome and hello, homegirl. If this is your first time listening on YouTube, well, hello. It's good to see you, good to have you listening. This is kind of like my relaunch back to YouTube. Had some videos before, and so this is kind of like my way of working my way back to YouTube. So good to have you here for the YouTube listeners. If this is your first time listening via podcast, hello, homegirl. This is my first ever podcast that I'll be launching, and so super excited to have you today. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the show, together we'll explore real estate and have real estate conversations, but mix a little bit of lifestyle in between that. I am Carly Wilson, and I'm a real estate agent here in Atlanta, and I have been licensed for the past 8 years, helping clients buy and sell homes in the Atlanta market. Besides that, I also work in real estate tech and customer success. And so super excited to have those conversations, right, from the lens of customer success, real estate tech, but also using my real estate expertise as an agent. So this will be fun. We won't stop there. We will talk about lifestyle as well, right? Because I'm a home with the enthusiast, if you want to call it. And so I'm super excited to also have conversations that wrap in the home and explore what it really means to feel at home, how to make a house a home, and all the various conversations we'll have in that regard. So, super excited to have you listening today. By the end of this video, my goal for you, the listener, is to really feel inspired to restart something, relaunch something, start over again, do something messy. After hearing about my journey and where I have been for the last 5 years and what I have been doing and how I've come back to YouTube, I hope this inspires you to recall and remember that passion that you had a while ago that you put down, or that thing that you started that you just forgot about. And I hope you feel courageous in picking that thing up again and continuing on with it, especially if you love it and it brings you joy, happiness, and life, just like real estate does for me. Let me provide some context as to what I've been up to these last few years, right? Like you see me today, a real estate agent, working in real estate tech. How did I end up here? And what happened in these last 5 years while I was gone? So, just to give you some context, I have been licensed for about 8 years now. I got originally licensed in real estate to sell real estate here in Atlanta in 2018. At that time as well, I also purchased my first home. And so you'll likely see videos about that, how I purchased my first home, what's it like to sell real estate in Atlanta. And I was 21, so super young, super fresh, super green to the industry, but just really excited to start diving in. Did that from 2018 to 2020. And I think during that time as well, especially in the beginning of 2020, I started creating YouTube videos. So you'll see a lot of videos about that. And back then in 2020, I also, during this time, 2018 to 2020, I was doing real estate on the side as a part-time hustle. Okay. Just hustling it out. Full time, I was in the restaurant industry as a server. And so real estate was just a super part time thing. 2020, the world shut down, as we all recall. And I don't know if you've ever seen that post, like when a Black girl gets bored, she either starts a business, she goes back to school, or she gets spiritual. Like I started a business and I got real spiritual during that time. From 2020 on, I was still serving, but and restaurants were closed. Like I had a lot of free time. So I started posting on YouTube more. I was mentoring with these home flippers in Atlanta, these female home flippers, working with them, learning a lot about remodeling and renovations. And so I started posting about that on my channel, doing like small projects around my house, also because I had my house at the time and I wanted to upgrade it. It was an investment property for me. And so That's what 2020 started as, and I continued to post of these various like real estate topic on this channel. And then things kind of took a turn. At that time, I also got married. During that time, we decided to start a cleaning business. 2020 to 2021, while I was married, starting a cleaning business. As you're probably listening, you're like, girl, what did you not do? Exactly. I was doing too much. Had a cleaning business, had a real estate business, serving, trying to post YouTube. It was just all too much and it was super chaotic and it was super hard for me to focus on one or the other thing. So I decided to let the YouTube thing go. I put my real estate license on the back burner, decided to focus on this cleaning business that I started with my husband at the time. I did that. And I'm super proud of myself because I was able to grow that small little cleaning business and scale it up to a 6-figure cleaning company. More so, I hired employees and everything and learned so much about entrepreneurship back then, to the point where I was able to become a full-time entrepreneur with my cleaning business. And I wanted to jump back in real estate, but never really got the chance to, because in 2022, that is when I separated with my ex-husband, and by 2023 had gotten a divorce. And so divorce, like the cleaning business also went as well. And as you know, if you've gone through divorce and you lose a part of income, I found myself asking myself, well, how am I going to replenish this income? What am I going to do? Remember how I said you either start a business or get real spiritual? I started praying, talking to God a whole lot. And that is what eventually led my heart back to real estate. And I'm super grateful for that season. It had a lot of twists and turns. It was super crazy. And after starting all these little scrappy side businesses, a cleaning business, selling real estate, but not really selling real estate, doing YouTube, right? I was able to accumulate so many skills that I was able to go into corporate and get a job. And back then, in about 2022, I was like, I just need a job. I'm newly divorced. Like I quit this cleaning business. I really don't have as much money. I don't really know what to do next. I just need a job. Looking back in retrospect, this was literally like nothing but the Lord. Like, he placed me in real estate tech. And little did I know that I would love it. I thrived in that environment. I was like, oh my goodness, I found my people. Like it was just so cool going to real estate tech. And that's when I started working there in 2023 and just developing so many more skills, like public speaking, like leading meetings, like book management, so many soft skills and corporate skills, that you just need to brush up on, fine tune. And I was able to do that in that season. And I'm super grateful for that season. At the time, 2023, was in my job for a few months. And then I finally decided, okay, why not stop here at real estate tech? Like, I have this real estate license. I want to continue to sell real estate on the side. And because my full-time position is remote, I was able to sell real estate nights and weekends. And I am still doing that to this day. And I'm super grateful because it has afforded me so many things. It has surpassed expectations. If I could tell my 18 or 20 or even 25 freshly divorced or going through a rocky marriage self that I would end up here today, like I wouldn't believe it. Super grateful for that season. And I did that for 2 years. And that's what brings me back here to you today. Last quarter, I was doing an audit on all of my social media channels. And of course, me and ChatGPT, my bestie, I asked her, let's just do a review of my Instagram. Let's do a review of like my TikTok, because I had started a TikTok, but it wasn't really gaining traction. Let's just do a review of those two social media accounts just to see how we're pacing. And I just want to get some advice for how to continue on these accounts. Just so you know, as a real estate agent, social media is a way that I gain business and clients. And so I frequently, maybe once per quarter, check these channels just to make sure everything is going good. And so finding ways to improve with ChatGPT so that I can continue to grow. You want to know what's funny, homegirl? I was checking these channels and then I went to YouTube. And let me just tell you, I really don't do the best on Instagram. I do like maybe okay on TikTok. Like I don't do good at TikTok at all. But after doing this audit, I went to YouTube and found out my most viral pieces of content that I've ever created that I've ever put online in my lifetime, they live on YouTube. Huh? What? Hmm. Isn't that funny? Personally, I'm just like, this can't be like, yeah, what does this mean? And then I had the idea, like, does that mean I need to go back to YouTube? I told my sister, and she was like, well, duh, I could totally see you there. Well, listener, if that doesn't inspire you, I don't know what does. Inspire you to become more self aware, inspire you to pick that thing back up, inspire you to have people around you that see something in you that maybe you don't even see yourself, and encourage you to go ahead and do that thing that maybe even God has been calling you to do. And so that is why I was like, okay, let's just do it. Let's just relaunch this YouTube channel and even start a podcast that pairs with it. And that is why I'm super excited to be in front of you today. Looking forward into the future, I'm looking forward to having conversations about real estate, and I want to invite you in on it as well. I don't think real estate should be such a stuffy conversation sometimes. I don't know if you've listened to like real estate podcasts, if you've ever listened to those before. Sometimes it can get a little bit stuffy. Not to say that we aren't smart homegirls, but I just want to bring some fun to real estate, a little bit of lifestyle, some levity, and some relatability to real estate, because I want the homegirls to be well educated. I want them to know about houses. I want them to know about real estate and be able to talk to anyone confidently and be like, yeah, I know a thing or two about real estate. So you'll have real estate nuggets in this show, but we'll also be talking about home and life and what life looks like for me working remote, what it looks like in real estate tech, what it looks like selling real estate. And so I'm super excited to be bringing you along on this journey as well. Well, that's all I have for you today, homegirl. Like I said, I hope that you leave here today feeling inspired, feeling refocused, feeling courageous to pick that thing back up and to go all in on whatever is calling your heart in this season. I'm so excited to go on this journey with you. I hope that you like, comment, subscribe, all the things. And I will see you in the next episode of My Atlanta Homegirl.